and then Britain will write a report saying, we are advising the Southeast to include everybody there. That's what they will say, which means if you call traditional village meeting now, you call the Fulani and the Muslims, and they'll come and join you. And they'll bring their own suggestion according to Quran, according to their ways in Fulani land, according to their ways in Senegal. And it's over for us. This is something the Efulefu cannot understand. A typical Efulefu is possessed by a demon. They want money. They cannot see the damage. That is why you can never see or hear an Efulefu write about the illegal Fulani settlements in our land. Never. He is contracted or she's going to write about NNAMDI KANU, IPOB. Do you know why? Because they want to keep us busy. They want to keep us occupied, gossiping, as their Fulani masters are busy building their villages. You don't know that? That is their job. That is why we said you must ignore them. That is, the more they write garbage and you respond, the more you don't know that the Fulanis are building a settlement in your village. You don't know that? That is their game. That is their game. If you don't know, we are telling you today. We are telling you today. It is as if they, I don't know, Fulani, they do this very well. They position their agents everywhere. Have you noticed how no politician, none whatsoever, or any traitor or saboteur will ever talk about Fulani taking our land? All those pictures that I posted about Opa, what is happening in Ebonyi right now as we speak, they will never write about it. There is one thing about a Sabo and a zoo politician, a Fulefu and a traitor, that is the way they are. Their job is to take your mind away from what matters. By gossiping, by yapping, you follow them and the Fulani is building in your village. Later on, they can collect their money from Miyetiala. You don't know that? It's Miyetiala that is funding them. But you won't know. You won't know. But tonight, I am telling you, they spend their time filling you with trash and gossip in order to divert your attention away from the damage their Fulani masters are doing to us. Do you see their game plan? But some of you think you are engaging them in a conversation when in actual fact, their aim is to divert you as their Fulani masters advance into our territory. Don't you know that? Don't you know that? Everywhere we're being fought, but we are winning. Everywhere they go to, we are winning. A Nigerian army where terrorists are being released back into the society after repenting. Operation Safe Corridor. What is safe about it? A terrorist. Unbelievable. This is the British created Nigeria. But my happiness is that due to what we have been doing, people are now speaking out. I'm going to play this. I don't speak Hausa, but I know that Radio Biafra is being listened to in Kanu right now. People are listening. Everywhere people are listening. And I want to play this very clip. So that, and I will read out for you, maybe I will play about a minute, and I will read out for you exactly what this man is saying, so you will understand that the zoo is in a mess, and that people are now listening to us. Listen.
Coronavirus ta kashe mu. Lasa tiba ta kashe mu. Wane ne ya kashe mu? Sannan bayan wannan duk bai isa ba, muna fama da talauci, muna fama da rashin ruwan sha, muna fama da karancin asibitoci da magunguna, muna fama da duk wasu matsaloli waɗanda la tu'addu wa la tuhsa. Ba za su kirgu ba za su kididdigu ba. A bar mu da talaucin mu mana, a bar mu da harkokin kasuwar mu samu taro kwabo mu ci abinci, mu sha abin sha. A bar mu da karancin rashin ruwan sha da muke fama da shi a kasar mu.
He is speaking Hausa language, and I'll tell you what he's saying exactly. This man is saying, what is happening in Nigeria? He's asking, what is happening? There are so many troubles in this country, and we are losing patience. This is an Hausa man. Day and night, there is no rest for the people. We are suffering too much. They keep lying to us about everything. As COVID-19 came, we are worse hit. Lassa fever came, same thing. We in the north are always at the receiving end. Every sickness that comes, we are the worst hit. When you try to contest the many lies, they will quickly use our religious leaders to calm us down. You see what they're doing? Janjaweed. And who are the religious leaders in the north? All Fulani. Fulani, because an Hausa man cannot lead a prayer when there is a Fulani person there. Are you aware of that in a mosque? That is, people don't know that Hausas are living like slaves. Hausa people are more or less slaves. Forget that you may see them in the army or in the customs or whatever, doing the bidding of the Fulani, because some of them don't know they are slaves. Ask any Hausa person you know. If we go to a mosque now to go and pray the Juma prayers on a Friday, and as a Fulani man there, will you lead the prayers? The same way that a Yoruba man cannot lead prayers in a mosque when there is a Hausa man there or a Fulani man there. It's given. Are you aware of that? He is saying they will use our religious leaders to calm us down. Now we are battling with poverty, no good drinking, as they are the ones looting billions. So the people that claim that they are their leaders are the ones looting billions. This Hausa man is telling you, he's very upset. He's very, very upset. We have no drinking water, we have no water to bathe, no good health facility, no single drug in hospital. Hospitals are shut down, nothing at all. We are tired and we must change our ways. Hausa man is speaking. Maybe a student of Radio Biafra, who knows? People are now waking up. Remember when they said us, don't say anything, don't speak, don't talk on radio, don't. You see? You see that people are now beginning to be enlightened. That was our mission. Not to cheat anybody, not to make life hell for anybody. Forget all the propaganda. They are telling you, they want Biafra, they hate everybody else. No. We love you. Everybody, we want everybody to be free. And as I have said, if oil is your problem, we'll give you oil and gas. We'll even build a seaport in Lokoja. We move the goods along River Niger, come to Lokoja and dump it, and people from the north can take for free. It is a lie. When they are telling you that Biafra is bad for you, they are lying to you. When they say that IPOB is bad for you, they are deceiving you. They are deceiving you. You can hear the Hausa man. Listen, he said, even our poor and miserable lives that we are managing and trying to live with is no more certain for us. Even the common small generator we are using to power electricity, since they have refused to supply us power, they have banned it. We can no longer use it again. Petroleum products are so expensive. No income, no job, no good thing from this government. This is from an Hausa man speaking. What else do you need to know that the time is ripe for everybody to rise up and demand their freedom from the Fulani Caliphate? Because it is not the Fulani who are ruling you, it's the British, the neo-colonialists. They are the ones using Fulani to subjugate everybody. They don't see you as human beings. That's why they named you nigger. I want you to, I wish you people can reason. My prayer every day from now onwards is that, please, Lord God in heaven, give an average zoo animal the capacity to reason properly like a human being, even though they do not behave like one. Now listen to what he said. He wanted to say, I stand on my feet inside this mosque to swear in, he was in a mosque. Please publish that very video and the commentary as well, the interpretation. I stand on my feet inside this mosque to swear in the name of Allah, to tell you the truth, there are no governors, no president in this country. And our man says there is no president in the country. So do you see why speaking the truth always is very good? I'm sure he was one of those that said go and kill Nnamdi Kanu in 2017 when I said Buhari was dead. But today this man is crying. He is swearing by Allah. He was broadcasting from inside the mosque and he said there are no governors, no president in this country. We must stop deceiving ourselves. Let's face the reality. Forget the tribe and speak the truth. Do you see that we have succeeded in making people conscious? That is the job we set out to do, and Chukwuka has done it. People are now beginning to reason and talk properly. So we are very close to home. Very, very close, I tell you. Once they realize, once an Hausa man realizes that his potential to attain economic greatness and social cohesion will not be threatened by an independent Biafra, believe you me, and Hausa man will seek his own. I want a nation called Hausa, because the Hausa people, they are ancient people as well, very old. with a civilization to be proud of. So also is Kanuri. I mean, can you believe coming into Africa and traveling to ancient lands the way it used to be before the white man came? You want to go to Hausa land, you want to go to Kalimbrono land, you want to go to Dudua, you want to go to Biafra, you want to, I mean, Middle Belt have to look for a name that suits them. You want to go to TV land. These are ancient names that existed before the white man came. Can you imagine going to those places with such pride and such honor? That is what we are talking about. That is the thing that we are looking for people to be free. I have said it, and I will say it on air because the whole world is listening. I will place the oil and gas of Biafra land at the disposal of every component ethnic group in the damnable zoological republic. We will give you oil and gas for free. Hold me to it. I am saying it live on air. We will put it into international treaty that will be overseen by major powers around the world. We are even going to supply gas to West Africa for free, because we want the economies to also grow, because we need people to buy our goods and services. Our economy is not going to be based on oil and gas. Our economy is going to be based on the things we are going to manufacture and produce with our brain, which is the greatest natural resource anybody can have anywhere in the world. That is pure common sense. That is the type of Biafra we're looking for. Not Biafra to sell oil and one idiot to be sitting there somewhere eating money, no. We are going to seek for what is called inward investment. We are going to convince the companies of the world, rather than manufacturing and shipping, which is very expensive, we do what China did. Come and manufacture very cheaply in Biafra land and distribute to the southern hemisphere. Very simple and neat. That is our economic plan. And roadmap, sea map, underground map, we are not going to tell you, because if we tell you, you will copy it and you bastardize it. But this time I tell you, let nobody deceive you that Biafra will mean cutting off, there will be no oil, there will be no gas. Never. The people right now, every component ethnic group in the zoo, once you are an independent nation, will pipe oil and gas to you for free. Because we don't need it. I'm being honest with you. We don't. See, oil and gas is the mainstay of the economy of very lazy people. Only lazy people can rely on oil and gas for survival. And we are blessed. We're not going to do that. Where is our president? The man was asking. There is no president, and now they know it. People's eyes are now beginning to open. I now pray that the same people that told us that Buhari then, before he died, was a repentant Democrat. Look at what his administration is doing to all of you. Those of you that voted for the dictator, you have seen the mess you put everybody in. Have you seen it? Because you lack foresight and you lack vision. You lack foresight and you lack vision. Even this man, I love reading his epistle sometimes. He writes from Atlanta all the time. His name is Farouk Berogi. He wrote, he said, to be sure, I'm going to read some of the things that he wrote. Very, very interesting. He said, to be sure, there was never a time in Nigeria's history when corruption was an issue. Corruption has been there from day one, because that was how Britain built it. Britain built the zoo, their zoo, Nigeria, and planted it on corruption by falsifying the census figures. So corruption is part and parcel of the zoo. Corruption is part and parcel of the damnable zoological republic. Part and parcel of it. That's what Farouk Berogi is writing here about. It's always been there. He said, I don't recall a time when corruption has not been as overpoweringly pernicious in its depth, breadth, rottenness, impunity, and frequency as it has been in the last 5 years. In other words, the last 5 years is the worst period in the history of the zoo, Nigeria. Since 1960, that the zoo, that the Britain gave power to the Fulani to manage the zoo for them, Nigeria. The last 5 years is the very worst in the history of the zoo. Both in terms of corruption, impunity, rottenness, insecurity, everything, name it. But will you listen? Of course you're not going to listen because of who you are. You will not listen because of who you are. As corrupt as Jonathan was, according to this man who is writing, It was once railroaded by the force of public opinion to accept the resignation of Stella Odua because she bought BMW cars. Stella Odua bought BMW cars and was forced to resign as Minister of Aviation. Having found a new understanding with our Oduduwa brothers, it doesn't mean we cannot speak the truth here. I don't know the reason, I cannot see the reason why newspapers in the West, Yoruba newspapers, cannot call for the resignation of this hush mommy in humanitarian affairs, whatever her name is, that used 850 billion to feed school children. Have they called for her resignation? The same way they were calling for Stella Odua, because they know that Stella Odua comes from an ethnic group where she will receive no defense, that they don't control anything. They won't give you anything in return. The reason why the Yoruba media has not gone for that hush mommy, that girl in humanitarian affairs, whatever her name is because they can get something from the Fulani, and they're afraid of the Fulanis as well. You see how it works in the zoo. That is how it works in the zoo. And that is why we must remain fearlessly glued to the truth all the time. I said fearlessly glued to the truth all the time. He said, do you know the funniest thing? He said, he didn't write this thing this year. He wrote this very column October 30th, 2017. But everything he wrote here is very, very pertinent today. They are very relevant today, this very day. Since 2017, nothing has changed. In fact, things has become markedly worse. That is the zoo you are in. Anytime they tell you, don't tamper with one Nigeria, we are one Nigeria, it's because they want to keep stealing, they want to keep looting, they want to keep deceiving you, they want to keep beheading you, they want to keep taking your land. They know that as soon as Nigeria ends, Nigeria, as once it comes to an end, there will be no more Ruga settlement in the south, no more Fulani settlement, illegal ones. Now, they may come and be in our towns, that's no problem. No more illegal Fulani settlements in our villages. They can no longer take our oil and gas and do as they like. Their children cannot live five-star lifestyle anymore in the capitals of the world, driving the most expensive cars you can ever imagine. You will not have exclusively Fulani on the board of NMPC. Those are the things they're going to lose. So when somebody says to you, one Nigeria, it means they are serving a Fulani overlord. That's the meaning of it. The time now is approximately 8 minutes. It is 8 minutes to 9 p.m. in the evening in the land of Biafra. 8 minutes to 9 p.m. in the land of Biafra. The whole world is listening. We are live and we are direct. Somebody said that they're tired of the zoo. Is Igbo man still the problem? I'm asking. Is Igbo man still the problem of the zoo? I am asking. They say Biafrans are rebels, Igbo man is the problem. But now you have all agreed that what Ojukwu saw in 66 and 67 is playing out today, isn't it? Can you not see it? Has it now occurred to all of you that the reason why there was a concerted effort to demonize the Igbo man is because the British and their Fulani house niggers, they know that it's only an Igbo man that can save the rest of you in the zoo called Nigeria. I'm saying it without any apology. Only an Igbo man can lead a revolution that will free everybody, the same way an Igbo man did in Haiti and across the Latin world. Even in the USA itself. Is it now very clear to all of you? Is it now very clear to all of you? Those doubting Thomases, is it now very clear? The reason why they chose an Igbo man to demonize an Igbo man is to make your freedom impossible. To make, as they are killing you, as they are cheating you, as they are looting your treasury, they will keep saying to you, oh, an Igbo man is the problem. Igbo man is the problem. Have you seen it now? Even the Hausas are waking up. They are waking up. They are waking up. And my very happiness is that somebody wrote something very, very interesting, which I must read out to some of you. I think it's from Ronta Douglas. No, this is not from Ronta Douglas. Ronta Douglas is one I will try and read out later on. It is what somebody said regarding this so-called fake plot, so to speak. they said an Igbo man is coming to take our oil in the south. Somebody responded to them. A southern Biafran, so to speak, responded to them. And he was responding to a Fulani man. A Fulani man wrote, Biafra is Igbo plot to colonize South, and they know that there's nothing called South in this world. They know that South doesn't exist in any map, in any cardinal point. But that's them they gave them. South, and they're answering. And they have abandoned that one these days. North should not cry for us. Our brother is writing. His name is Donald Ego. He replied to somebody called Sage Ringim. And he said to him, Biafra is a plot by Igbos to colonize South, Alhaji Sage Ringim. Now, Donald Ego responded, North cannot speak for South. He who comes to equity must come with clean hands. He went on to say, Sir, I want to thank you for your concern about the welfare of the people of the South by exposing the plans of the Igbos to recolonize the region as if there was a time Igbos colonized anybody before. Do you see how education is in the zoo? Do you see how warped the minds of zoo people are? But we'll continue. But I'm worried about the sincerity of these your concerns. Because of these worries, let us dissect and carefully assess your statements of fear and concern in 4 segments, so as not to repeat the mistakes of 64, 66, 67 to 70 till date. In your carefully written letter or chat with journalists, as reported in national dailies yesterday, you clearly stated that Igbos want to, 1, that's IPOB. We want to seize the economic prospects of the minority ethnic nationality of the oil region. So now he believes there are ethnic nationalities. No longer South. You see how clever they are. He responded to Ringim. Ego said to Ringim, may I remind you that the economic prospect of the South is currently being seized and controlled by your people of the Northern Protectorate of Nigeria. Simple. This man, Ego knows that I told you, every time they want to blame the Igbo man for everything. So as like professional gossipers we have in Biafra land, they want to keep your mind focused on something else. This man said to him that your people are the ones who are now colonizing my region. Are you aware that even the oil wells in Abia State, Imo State and Anambra, and recently Enugu is being owned by your people in Northern Protectorate? Do you know that the oil well in Abia State, where I come from Omai, of course, not Abia State. Do you know that the oil wells in Imo State, in Anambra, are being owned by Fulani people? Are you aware of that? They tell you about one Nigeria. Are you aware? That is what our brother Ebo is pointing out to this Janjaweed who was writing and addressing the media and telling them rubbish. And that's what the Zoo media will write. Oh, Nnamdi Kanu, IPOB, you want to colonize the South, you want to capture the region, you want to capture the oil field. They have forgotten that Abia State has oil field. Oh, they have forgotten to know that Imo State has oil field. They have forgotten that Anambra is oil, Enugu is oil, Ebonyi is oil. They will never tell you that. Do you see? This is that thing that the British told them. Britain said to them, keep saying it all the time. If you keep repeating it, people will believe it. Keep saying it. Even if they're fighting you, keep saying it. Keep telling them, Igbo man is coming to colonize you. Keep saying it every day. The idiots will absorb it. And some fools amongst them did. He's now telling him in the north. He said to him, Alhaji Sage Ringim, may I remind you that the Igbos are not the colonialists as you have insinuated here, but you and your people in the north are. Ebo is writing to him, and Mr. Ebo is from Cross River State, writing to this Janjaweed, telling him, you people are the colonizers, not Igbo people. Do you understand it? They have so far not shown the threat to colonize as compared to your people. Ebo is educating a northerner, telling him, you people, Janjaweed, Fulani, you are the colonialists. You are doing the bidding of the British. That is why no British paper can write about the killings going on. No British paper can discuss the slaughter of Christians. No British paper can carry the slaughter in southern Kaduna. If what is happening in the zoo were to happen anywhere else in the world, the British foreign minister will stand in the House of Commons to deliver a statement. But because it's the zoo, they can't say anything. They don't want to draw the world's attention to what is happening in the zoo. It is a carefully managed PR exercise by the British Foreign Office. Who are the ones colonizing the South? It is you from the North who are doing it. Biafra is landlocked and wasn't blessed with solid minerals apart from coal. Can you believe that? Can you believe what a human being is writing? The largest gas field in the whole of Africa is in Ohaji. Do you see how people who live with lies? The thing about the zoo, Nigeria, is that Nigeria is a land built by liars, for liars, and inhabited by liars. So the oil Shell is in Uguta. So what is Shell doing in Uguta? What is Shell doing in Oba? What is Oriental doing in Aguilera? I don't understand how somebody who claims he's learned, whatever the idiot's name is, can come out and decide to lie. Do you know it is the oil in Abia, in Imo, that is being piped underground and being lifted from the coastline of Biafra land? Are you aware? Can a ship come to Upa? The answer is no. So what is Shell doing? Okay, all that oil that Shell is drilling in Ebema, in Ukuta, in our mama, where is it going to? It's going to the coast. Because no ship can come to Ohaji because there's no waterway. They have to pipe it underground. Do you see? And he claims he's learned. He claims he is an educated man. But thank you for the lectures that you have given to him. Our dear brother, Ebo, he's from Cross River State. They understand. Some of them are now beginning to realize all the lies that we are told. All the lies we are told is to hold you down in perpetual bondage. Igbo land is not landlocked. It is not. Go to assuming. I don't know why people are foolish. They know the truth. They keep writing rubbish. People who are not educated enough to understand their place. It is you are the ones commenting. Igbo land is not landlocked. Opopo is Igbo land. Boni is Igbo land. Asumiri is Igbo land. Don't you know that? You don't know where Asumiri is? Is Igbo not Igbo land? Is Iguacha not Igbo land? What was the name of Port Harcourt before the white man came? Is Iguacha? What is the name of Opopo before the white man? Is he called Igwenga? The name of Opopo is Igwenga. People should go and do their research properly. What was the name? Is Port Harcourt a black man's name? Is Port Harcourt a name of a black man or black woman? What was the name before the white man came? Iguacha is the name. For those who do not know, for those who claim they have forgotten, we are here to remind you every blessed day. We are now going to look at the time now is 2 minutes past 9 p.m. in the land of Biafra. We are going to look at what Oronto Douglas wrote about Niger Delta. He said, a generation that lived on misinformation and lies. Everything you see in the Niger Delta today, all the idiots running their stupid mouth over Biafra, IPOB, the idiots, your own brother wrote something for you, left it for you before he passed on. Now, this is about Niger Delta. Do you know what Douglas wrote? Oronto Douglas wrote and said, in 1995, in 1995 rather, when we were preparing for the National Constitutional Conference under General Sani Abacha, our elders in Niger Delta told us to look out for support of the North and perhaps the Southwest delegates when proceedings began. I told you before, they groomed them. These so-called Niger Delta people, South, and what about rubbish that some of the idiots used to call themselves. I say it this way because that land is Biafra. I'm not insulting any Biafran, no, not at all, because there are many Biafrans there, but I will tell you the truth. If you call yourself Niger Delta or South, I will have no regard for you. Let heaven fall down. Your stupidity, I will tell you to your face. Every blessed day of your idiotic life, I will tell you, because Niger Delta means nothing in the language or lexicon of our people. South means nothing to us. It's not a name. It's not our name. I cannot bear it. Mad people everywhere. Douglas wrote on how their own elders, you see Edwin Clark. They went to confab in 1995. Edwin Clark, you know what they're saying? Oh, let's leave the Igbos. Let's go to the north. They will support us. Let's go to the north. They will support us. These are your own flesh and blood. Flesh and blood, the same DNA, the same ancestry, the same descendants. You share everything in common. But because Britain cleverly identified them and knew they are going to be used to make slavery possible. Let me tell you one simple fact. Before the coming of IPOB, the fact that everybody is suffering in the zoo called Nigeria is as a result of the Niger Delta rubbish and South garbage. I'm telling the truth. Britain used them. Everywhere Britain went is look at an Igbo man, because Britain knew. Britain understands that only an Igbo man can save all of you. Britain, go and ask them, they will tell you is the truth. What we are doing, can anybody else do it? I'm asking all of you who are listening, what we are doing with IPOB, can any other group of people do it? I'm not boasting, I'm just telling you the fact. You cannot do it. Not now, not tomorrow, not ever. We are here to save all of you, even from your own ignorance. This is what our brother is writing. Do you know Edwin Clark? You're seeing that man, Edwin Clark, told their so-called Niger Delta delegates, let us look to the north for help. Let us not go to the Igbos. Now, listen. The understanding was that our southeastern brothers are always against us and will never support us. Who told them that? I don't know. Do you see how people go about carrying rubbish in their brain? If you come now and ask them, they say, oh, IPOB hates everybody. But they know we don't. We are the ones fighting for those Christians who are being killed. We are fighting for people in southern Kaduna. I am fighting for an Hausa man to be free. I am fighting for a Kanuri man to be free. I am fighting for Duduwa to be free. But they lie, they keep lying, and some of these idiots, they absorb it. Listen to what Oronta Douglas said. He said, when they got to the conference, they asked for 25% derivation. But before they went, they said they're not to support them all. Oduduwa will support them all. But as they got to the conference, they said we are the oil producing states. We want 25% derivation, which means you give us 25% of all the revenue that accrues from the oil sales you're making from our land. No northern supported them. No southwestern delegate supported them. To our surprise, according to Ronta Douglas, the Southeast gave us block support 100%. The same, before they left, they said, no, don't trust the Igbo. So the only people that gave them 100% support in Abuja were the Igbo people, their own brothers and sisters. Are you seeing it? Let me continue. To our surprise, the Southeast gave us block 100% support, and we decided to stage a walkout. Because the North said no, the West said no, and the Igbos came with us and said yes. When we decided and said we're going to walk out, do you know who walked out with us? Our Igbo brothers walked out with us. Did you read this in the newspaper somewhere? No, because they know that the Yoruba media understand if we write this, it will unite Biafra together. The Igbo man will come closer together with all our people in the so-called Niger Delta. That will be one family again. They didn't write about this thing. Nobody knew. But Oronta Douglas very bravely wrote about it. Are you following? We are here to dismantle all the lies of the zoo. That's our job. That is my job. Do you know that it was the same Igbo people that some people from Niger Delta said, no, don't trust them. We trust Agbo, we trust the Fulani, we trust the North, we trust the West. When they got there, the North disappointed them, West disappointed them. It was those their rejected brothers from Igbo that gave them 100% support. Even when they got upset and said they're walking out, their Igbo brothers followed them and walked out. Did you read about it anywhere? No, this one is here. And I thank Chidi Kali. I saw it from his Chidi Kali that I posted it. I got it from his page. I saw this, but it's everywhere now. I understand maybe they're friends. I saw it from there. So when I take something from somewhere, I reference the person. That's where we got it from. He was the one that posted it. Where I saw it, I don't know if it's been originally published somewhere else before. I don't know. Now listen, General Sani Abacha then intervened and gave us 13% derivation we are enjoying today because of the help of the Igbo people. in conjunction with Nika Deltas, they call themselves, but I call it the entire Biafran family, of course. It is confusing that what our elders told us was different from reality. Do you know that what Edwin Clark was telling his own people about his own flesh and blood, the Igbo people, we are wrong? They now knew. When they got to Abuja, they saw the way the Igbo delegates behaved. They said, oh my God, oh, I never knew that things are like this. They now knew that their elders were lying to them. Every garbage your grandfather must have told you about an Igbo man, about so-called Southeast, is a lie. It was proven in 1995 in Abuja. Proven beyond every reasonable doubt. It is a shame, isn't it? But it is not late to make the wrongs right. It is also great that the 1995 confab and Jonathan's government has shown that there is no way an Igbo man can hate his own flesh and blood. Because Igbos and his own people, they are together in Okreka, together in Opobo, in Bonny. So how can you hate your own flesh and blood? It's not possible. It is not just possible. So no matter how hard they try, we cannot hate. You cannot hate yourself. It's impossible. Isan and Igbo people are one. If you doubt me, you go to Bonny, you go to Opobo. We are one people. One people, for your information. Who voted for Jonathan and Block? Jonathan is from so-called Niger Delta, South rubbish. Who voted 100% for Jonathan? The same people that you're talking rubbish against. Because you don't have brain, you don't have sense. It's your guilty conscience. When was the radio Biafra said about Ikwere land? Most of you we are from Bini, we are from Akraka, talking garbage. Ali Ikwere, that is Igbo land. And I came on this same microphone, this same radio Biafra, and I said to them, your problem is abandoned property. You don't want people to talk about abandoned property. You are ashamed. You are a product of stolen goods. They use stolen goods to train you in school. So, because you have to defend the criminality of your fathers, that's why you said you're from Bini. But all of that is by the way. Abandoned property because we are going to, Igwacha is going to be our capital. Every house be knocked down, we will build something so spectacular that when people see it, they will say, indeed, the Biafrans are blessed. Not all that rubbish for face me, I face you nonsense. No. We are going to build a modern capital that when a white man comes to Igwacha, they will say, I never in my life would have believed that a black people are capable of this. So take your inferiority complex elsewhere. Igbo land is Igbo. And Nyoma is Igbo. If you say you're from Bini, pack your things and go to Bini and live in Bini. If you say you're from Bini, go to Bini and live there. Your name is Ikechukwu, your name is Amechi, your name is Wike. You want to go and join people who are Iguafon. Is your brain correct at all? Does it mean you cannot listen? But anyway, we have passed that nonsensical stage. Igwacha is, of course, IPOB and to the core. I welcome it. We say what we say because of our affection for each and every. Biafra is one family. I can prove it. I can prove how we are all related. I can prove it anytime, anywhere, any place. Others cannot say the same for themselves. We must preach this very gospel because heaven is better. 30 minutes past 9 p.m. in the land of Biafra, we must preach it. For very many years, they have spent time deceiving all of you. They told Efik people in Calabar, Igbo man is your problem. Today, we have reason to liberate everybody, not just Igbo people, but the entire Biafran family. We've even gone as far as trying to liberate Hausa, the Nupe, the Divi, the Juku, all the free body, all the way to Duduwa. Everybody has to be free. Everybody. These are the same people that we are mocking us, that we don't have enough land. Look at Opa, they have taken. Everywhere they have taken our land. We are chasing them away from Ebonyi State. Have you not seen it? We've discovered where they loaded their weapons in Abakaliki. If you don't know, some of you don't know what we are doing. Because if we say it now, they'll take it, they'll cut it out and say, oh, look at Nnamdi Kanu, he said it's peaceful. Can you see how violent they are? That is all they are waiting for. They are actually gossipers. That's all they want in life. So they can write the State Department. They can write Pompeo. That's all they know what to do. They cannot write Pompeo complaining about Fulani raping and killing their sisters. No, they won't. It's writing NNAMDI KANU. His members, we are somewhere intimidating people. The terrorist group. Somebody is writing to State Departments in America, asking them not to give me visa. And the idiots will come out and say they're fighting for Biafra. That's who they are. And we shall keep exposing them. Sometimes I wonder, given what's happening in Okwa West, sometimes I wonder if Fulani is actually the problem. Or the zoo animals, those that call themselves Nigerians. Who is the problem? Let me tell you why I'm saying this. Because you would expect journalists to be very sensible and very reasonable. But after the criminality of Ismaila Issa Ofuntua, Nigerian journalists who every day would write that things are bad, corruption is everywhere, they went and named a building. They named the building, the NUJ building after Funtua, who is a confirmed looter. He took over Etisalat, they call 9 Mobile, by not paying anything. A criminal extraordinaire. The same journalists who every day they were writing to us, corruption is everywhere. Let's say the same journalists in the zoo, they're immortalizing a man who epitomized corruption, looting, and criminality. All pre-country, so to speak. You see them? The country is bad. Let's move it forward. Let's do something. But they are the ones promoting criminality by naming their building after Issa Funtua. The same way that they named the stadium in Kanu after Abacha. That's how they reason. That is how they reason. The Zoological Republic. What I'm saying tonight is that Fulani is in the minority. If they had good intentions and ability to govern properly, there won't be a problem. But they epitomize mediocrity and the irredeemable primitivism of a black African. That's who they are. Primitive people. All they need to loot. They loot. After how many years of funding research, all the place was Kilish research after many years. I keep asking you, those of you campaigning for Fulani president all the time, I keep asking some of you, if you say that something is sweet or nice, you tell us what it tastes like. I asked you, every time, he's the Fulani man that will come out, vote me as the president, and I keep asking you, you want to fix the economy? Okay, yes. Name one renowned Fulani economist. There's none. You want to industrialize the zoo, Nigeria, yes? Name one Fulani scientist, you know. None. Name one Fulani poet, you know. None. If they cannot produce all these people, how do you trust them to produce somebody who can be a president? Simple, common question that I expect those with common sense to be able to answer. But they cannot answer it. They cannot answer it. Let me tell you why I tell you every day that your average Nigerian is a mental case. I want to let you understand that being a Nigerian, if I see you, I hate you anyway. Once you say I'm a Nigerian, ask those who claim they're my friends. Once you start writing rubbish, we Nigerians, I'm a Nigerian, I cut off from you. I know you're not reasonable. Once you say I am a Nigerian, or a proud Nigerian, I know from that day onwards, you're not a human being. You cannot reason very well. Number one, no black man created Nigeria. It's the British. And the word or the name Nigeria is an insult. It's a slow, it's nigger. Go and check it. So, where is the value of your education? You are educated so that when you see something right, you say, oh, it's right. If you see something wrong, you say it's wrong. You cannot be educated and accept that Nigeria, the way it is a nation or a country. Of course not. Once you're in Nigeria, I cut off from you. I know you're not serious. And let me tell you why. I want to buttress my point by telling the whole world how stupid a Nigerian. I want to let the whole world understand that this is the reason why white people are quite rightly racist towards black people. Including if they're racist towards me, I don't complain. Because because we are foolish. I want to prove to you that white people are justified in being racist the way they are, because a black man is a bundle of stupidity. And I want to prove, I don't say this is insulting, I'm not insulting you. I'm telling you how foolish you are. As a nigger, the nigger in a Nigeria that you are. Let me tell you how. There's a headline in Punch newspaper. People read this headline and it makes it doesn't touch them, it doesn't affect them. Because they are black people, because they have no shame. I've said it to you before, for you to have class in life, you must have shame. For you to have class in life, you must have shame. Now listen to this headline. Nigeria's petroleum imports exceeded their exports by $58.5 billion US. OPEC. What it means is, listen up, it means that they come to Biafra land and they take our oil on behalf of the whole Nigeria, or should I say on behalf of Britain. They take that oil outside and they sell the oil and they bring the money back. With that money they are bringing back to us, we now proceed to import other forms of oil as well. We export crude oil. Crude oil contains everything. It contains engine oil, it contains paraffin, it contains kerosene, it contains aviation fuel, it contains plastics, everything in a crude oil. It's black, it's crude oil, it contains. So the meaning of refining is when you now begin to, from that same barrel of crude oil, you will get kerosene. You get petrol, which is a premium spirit, motor spirit, the one you put in your vehicle, fuel. You will get diesel. You will get engine oil. You will get brake fluid. You get everything. Now, do you know what Nigerians are doing? They export crude oil. They now import kerosene separately, petrol separately, the one you put in your car. They import aviation fuel, the one you put in an aeroplane separately. The one they call, is it paraffin or whatever it's called, separately. Engine oil separate. So you are selling a barrel of crude oil to a white man or to a refinery, which some of them own, which some of these foreign people own in Equatorial Guinea and in Exeter, in England. They export the oil to their own refineries. That is how wicked they are. Meanwhile, the foreign refineries they have is not working. Igbocha, One, Ware, and Kaduna, not working, but they're paying the workers. Now listen to the stupidity of a black man. I want you to understand how condemned this zoo is. I want you to hate Nigeria with every passion, with every sinew in your body, because what they have done to your brain is irredeemable. You know what they do? They export one barrel of crude oil for, let's say about $40. Then they send that barrel of crude oil to the refinery that they own in Exeter in England. They don't refine because no refinery is working. As they send the barrel out, one crude oil, $50. The refinery in Exeter in England will refine the oil, and then the same zoo, Nigerians, these monkeys, will now say, oh, we want a barrel of kerosene, a barrel of aviation fuel. A barrel of aviation fuel is maybe $30. A barrel of, let's say, kerosene is maybe about $30. Now you have spent $60 buying the same thing that you could have refined and provided jobs for the people in your village. No, you export it for $40 and you import only 2 products back for $60. Does that make sense to you? Do you now see how foolish a black man is? Do you see the reason why I say that Nigerians are animals? Do you see the reason? I don't wake up and say it. News like this drives me insane. You have refineries where you could have refined all this, your oil, and provided kerosene, even at a subsidized rate, to people to use, to generate electricity. No. They export it, and a barrel contains many products. Don't forget, they're only importing 2 back. And out of that 2 they're bringing back, they are spending $20 more. That is why they claim they have no reserve. They claim they are borrowing money, and they are spending $58.5 billion more importing finished products when they have the refineries to do it. Now tell me if those people are human beings or not. Do you now see how foolish the zoo is? Do you see why I call Nigerians animals? Do you understand? Do you see the reason why when somebody says I'm a Nigerian, I look at you as a complete idiot? You have 4 refineries, not 1, 4. And you're sending this crude oil to a refinery as well. The same thing you have in One, the same refinery in Iguacha. And you're importing only 2 products back, kerosene and aviation fuel, because you don't have any refining capacity. Now ask yourself, who is stopping the refinery in Iguacha from working? Who is stopping Kaduna refinery from working? Ask yourself that question. The day you answer that question, that day your eyes will open. That day you will know how stupid a black man is. That day you will know that Nigeria, you call it, is a curse, it's a burden on your soul. That is who we are. Because we speak the truth. They want to steal. They want to make your life a misery. They want to loot. But they come out and they tell you, Igbo man, it's your problem. Let's support one Nigeria. But you cannot see what they're doing because you are foolish. Because you're a black man or black woman. Because you're from a zoo. Your brain is not working properly. Shameful. Very, very shameful. And remember, once they finish doing all this nonsense, they cannot grow the economy. They don't know what political economy is all about. They don't know, they have no idea how an economy can be grown. They have no. That is why, please, can you publish that picture of a bridge they commissioned in Adamawa? Osisi wood, ordinary wood, that the local capital can do. He said they built it for 10 million. And they had the temerity to put ribbon on it and to use scissors to cut the ribbon. People without, when a white man sees this, tell me why they will not kneel down on your neck and kill you. Because as I'm looking at this thing, I am hating this body more. There is a level of stupidity that somebody will exhibit. You will know that that person is not fit to be called a human being. That's what that. Look at the bridge. Wooden, you know, wood. Ordinary carpenter can do it. They said they spent 10 million naira. The wood they use there is not up to 20,000 naira wood. And labor. This very bridge will not cost up to 10,000 naira. But they said they spent 10 million. And the idiot had the temerity to put a ribbon on this wooden bridge and to use scissors to cut it, to declare it open. And people are clapping. He's an elite. He's a political leader. He is elite. These are the people that inhabit the zoo. And you're telling me I should belong in a country with such people? God punish all of you idiots. I will belong to a country with these idiots? You are insane. All of you are insane. Mad people everywhere. These black people as useless as ever. Where is Osibajo? Nobody can tell us where he is. This is somebody wrote, is Professor Osibajo and Jubril Al-Sudani, because there is no president, there is no direction, there is no economic policy, nothing. It's loot as much as you like. And if the army cannot contain you, we'll send terrorists to kill you. And you fools wake up in the zoo every blessed day thinking an Igbo man is your problem, or thinking that IPOB is your problem. That's how foolish some of you are. And I feel sorry for you. And they're now planning to borrow more money. But they're now going to borrow more money. As the loan they have collected, their debts have now hit 33 trillion. They want to borrow money. You borrow money. You sell crude oil. You can import kerosene and PMS, premium motor spirit. Your petrol, you put in your car. You import diesel. And you borrow money. You export crude oil, then I don't understand. But God forbid, but these are not human beings. These are not, you Nigerians, you're not human beings. Any Nigerian, anyway, they know, no idiot can come and say I'm a Nigerian. If you tell me I'll tell you to piss off. You're an idiot. Look at you. You borrow money. Instead of you to refine petrol and export to people to make money, you export crude oil. Not that you don't have the capacity to refine, you have 4 top refineries. They are not working. Somebody in Abuja said, please lock all of them up. They lock them up. You export crude oil. You go and borrow money from IMF to import kerosene, to import fuel. God forbid. God forbid. Zoo people. I am too upset. Let me bring this program to a close, honestly. I don't know. I can't. I've asked God, do you actually make black people like this or something happen? I don't know. But we are very, we are useless, honestly speaking. Black people are useless. I'm just telling you the truth. If you like, you believe, if you like that, but we are useless. That is why you export crude oil and you import refined products. When you have refineries and you have the temerity to go to World Bank, to go to IMF, to borrow money to import something that you could produce at home. God forbid, you people. I have a few special announcements to make this very evening. I am warning our people that Fulani terrorists in conjunction with the Zoo Fulani armed forces have teamed up to take advantage of what transpired in Oba to be launching surprise attacks on our volunteers in the name of cultism. Because I came on air and said that what happened in Oba, we are called. Do you know what I have done? The Nigerian police and Nigerian army have now teamed up with Miyeti Yala. In the evenings, they will take their machete in camouflage, civilian clothing. They go out and start attacking people and killing people. And they say, we are being caught. And that is why this very evening, as I've said before, that the Zoo newspapers will not talk about it. The gossipers we have won't talk about it. But anytime we encounter them again, they attacked people in Obo. That was yesterday, if I'm not mistaken. People coming away from burial. I am warning the British. I am warning Nigerian newspaper proprietors because they write rubbish as usual. Anywhere we encounter people, Nigerian police claiming they are caught with machete to kill our people, we will kill them. I'm telling you this night, we will kill them. And I'm telling our volunteers, anywhere you encounter any idiot that attacks you or says they are doing cultism, kill that very person there and then. Let me go to America and justify it. Kill them. Tell them that's so. Kill that idiot. If they come to kill you, you kill them. It's called self-defense. Let me see the idiots that will speak against it. Since they are blind. They attacked us in Obo. We have the pictures. We have the video of the attack. They claim they are doing cult because of what happened in Oba. You see how Fulani behave? Then they now go to villages, they lay ambush, they attack our people. They say, oh, we are caught. We are cultists from Obo. They won't go free next time. There is nothing like cultism in our land. Politicians and their Fulani masters are using Fulani terrorists and members of SARS to launch attacks against IPOB. The day we respond, I am sure that BBC Igbo and BBC Pidgin will now find time to go and interview people. They will twist it to their own advantage. In their mission to demonize IPOB, now that we are being attacked, nobody's talking. Now we are being attacked indiscriminately, nobody's talking. I hope they understand that. They have been inflicting grievous bodily harm on our people in the name of cultism. The day we respond now, the idiots, their mouths will start popping like popcorn. But now, they won't see it. And I'm asking our volunteer command, anywhere, any village, where the Janjaweed, the Fulani police will go and hide and say, we are doing cultism to attack our people, you will find them that very night and you will kill all of them. That's the night. Let me go to America and to EU to justify their death. Because this nonsense is too much. This is called self-defense. They can't keep killing us and we'll keep quiet. It's not just because they will kill all of us now. It's not possible. We can't do that. Let them copy out. You know what they do in this? They will now copy out this part of my speech and they will send it to foreign missions. But I will come back on Wednesday to repeat what I've just said. If you come to us in the name of cultism to attack us with machete to kill us, we will kill you. As simple as that. That thing that will happen in the year 2030, let it happen in 2020. What sort of rubbish is this? And thank you all for listening this very night. We have come to the end of our program. And as always, and without hesitation, with every affirmation and conviction that what we're doing is right, I state categorically, without any equivocation, that Biafra is indeed our religion. Here on Radio Biafra is where we worship, because Elohim Chukwu Okike Abiyama is our God. From me, from here, good evening.